I'm bringing you 5 tips to set you up for success in Digimon World Next Order so that you can advance easier, get better, stronger Digimon quicker, and make the most of your time in game. Now this is a hugely grindy game and one that you're going to be playing for a long time, so let's make that grind easier. When you come to select a difficulty, don't bother with normal mode for a first timer, just pick easy mode, because the only difference between easy and normal is that in normal you gain less experience from battles, and I believe you get a little less money too. The enemy damage and HP is the same, so it's not harder as such, it just means it's more of a grind, especially when it comes to tip number 3. Now the recent release of Digimon World Next Order actually also includes a beginner mode, and what this does is this actually makes the enemies weaker as well. You still get that higher experience, but it makes the enemies weaker, which can make it a lot easier to get into the game and learn the mechanics and such. However, the battles are pretty hard at first either way. It's a real-time strategy style fight, but you know, even the low-level enemies like Gerudo are capable of burying you if you're not prepared. So you start as an in-training Digimon. Use the gym to build up your Digimon's attributes and stats until you hit champion. Not rookie, champion. This gives you a fighting start, better stats, likely better attacks as well, and a better chance to mangle your enemies without killing your Digimon. So in the earlier stages it's better to use the gym because you're going to get more consistent results, and you're likely to get a stronger champion because your care mistakes should be lower. And once you're comfortable defeating enemies as a champion, you should stick to battles to get your stats up. Training in the gym takes an hour of your Digimon's fairly limited life cycle, which is a safe trade-off for stats, yes, but when you enter a fight, it freezes that timer. So you can grind for stats in a much more efficient manner once you're strong enough to reliably kill enemies. This in turn gives you stronger long-term Digimon and therefore a better chance at success when it comes to those very tough bosses. Of course, for success you're going to want a few other things, and in my experience the most important part of it is having items and, well, money as well, because you need to be able to spend money on items. So how do we get these items? Well, most of the time you're either going to buy them or you're going to get them as gifts. Once a day, Tokomon will give you items in Gigimon's house, and while you're in the city, speak to Tanemon for meat to feed your Digimon. It's not just about stats, obviously, you're raising these little ones, so feeding them and taking them to the toilet is necessary too. But what you can do once you have access to it is buy recovery discs from shops. If you go out, grab resources and items and then return to the shop, you can sell these for more money so you can buy more recovery discs, which means that you can succeed in battle more. And speaking of battle, our final tip is to do with battling, and more specifically commands. So you can command your Digimon, you can tell them to use certain attacks, or you can tell them to do certain actions, right? These get better and more responsive generally with intelligence and speed, but there is another way that you can get extra commands. So you have a tamer level and you get tamer experience for battling, achieving things and such, and this lets you get better skills, so you can get more experience from battle, recover HP by walking, etc. Lots of goodies, but one early one gives you the defend battle command. This can help you tank stronger attacks so that you can retaliate and beat enemies better, meaning you can survive longer and get less care mistakes. And those are 5 tips that I found really helped me when I was playing Digimon Next Order. I've done a couple of playthroughs now, and yeah, these are the ways that I set myself up for success early in the game, and I hope it helps you as well. Now, if you don't know exactly what's in the game, or you want a little bit of an overview as to the new stuff that has been included, well, why don't you check out this video next? Make sure you tickle the subscribe button, of course, but check out this video, and that's going to give you an overview of this fantastic new Digimon game. Or, well, it's not new, but you know, port of an old Digimon game.